Check, 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 check. So, all right, people, we are absolutely live. We're absolutely live. We're absolutely live. As you guys forward, just share the link, share the link, share the link, share the link, share the link. We got something special for you guys today. It's the band launching. It is the band launching for Shortmus Productions. People, share the link. I need to see some shares. I need to see some shares. I need to see some shares. I ain't see no shares yet. I ain't see them yet. I ain't see them yet.
Just let me out. Let me out. Just let me out. Let me out. Just let me out. Come in about let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. How where do you? Me lose that screw. How where do you? Me lose that screw. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out this year.
So once again, people,
Show me madness.
welcome, 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 welcome once again. Dad and my son, just play some music for you until we get to the main event for today, right?
Let me just let me out. Just let me out. 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 Come in about let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. How where do you? Me lose that screw. How where do you? Me lose that screw. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out this year. Show me madness. Show me madness.
So right now we are streaming live YouTube, Facebook, Twitch.
Just rumba rumba, surumba rumba, surumba rumba, surumba rumba. Let it just rumba rumba, surumba rumba, surumba rumba, surumba rumba. All over the country looking for me. There's only fireman who can set them free.
As we get you guys ready
They know they had me bad,
for DC,
but I'm so stressed out.
Baltimore 1 Caribbean Carnival.
I sing them a song. They all on the ground, like they having fun. The place are too serious.
I know we got a couple of dignitaries that's going to be passing through today
Before they escape,
to give you guys some important information about things going on
see again.
in the entire diaspora. So
We going.
I'm going to let Shortmus just blow the lid off of that secret when he forwards in a little bit, right?
Me lose that screw. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again. Let me out of the pen. We going crazy again.
I said,
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out this year.
let us out, let us out. Shortmus, this year they ain't ready for us, so they gotta let us out. They gonna have to let us out, Shortmus. right, Shortmus, make sure you share the link. Make sure you share the link, Shortmus. Make sure you share the link, all right? Frequency crew.
Boy, bring the rum, bring the rum. You know how it goes. Got that one it up. You know where, hey. What do you do? Say, place it over. One place it over. The place it over. One place it over. The place it over. One place it over. The place it over. One place it over. Like show shango always up in your class, yeah. And we some busy people love to play mass, yeah. A lot of people didn't play the mass, yeah. Hold on. I drink me rum and I get on bad. Strong rum in a camel bag. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. A lot of them say they run the place.
So once again, shout out to those of you right now that's on
Nobody
the Facebook. I'm gonna give you guys that information shortly.
world calling me the young general. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it now. Sing song for the carnival. Sing song for the party hard. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it now. The place is over. One place is over. The place is over. One place is over. The place is over. One place is over. The place.
People, as you reach, just share the link. Share it.
What do you remind them there? What do you remind them there? What we say? We getting on for the last lap right there. Okay.
Real mash up, talk to me. Real mash up, handle that. Real mash up, all the things I don't bring there. Real mash up, don't play with us. Real mash up, talk to me. Real mash up, on the road, the head, the job. Flag and waving it, no flag and waving it.
So once again, shout out to Shortmus.
No flag and waving it.
Once again, do remember it's all about Shortmus Productions. Make sure you guys check out the website. Shortmusproductions.com. That's productions with the S, people.
You know everything, Carnival is the walking thing. We mashing up every fucking thing. People running, people balling. Look at them, they can come in. Look at the party burning. Trouble not killer, man. Hit my head like a block defense breaker, stamping on that. Hands touching the ceiling.
One of the most exciting bands
Stop a winding up in
going down for
the place, all you know what that
DC Baltimore Carnival.
Jamaican say, boom, boom, flat style. Real mash up, talk to me. Real
Talk about unity and bringing the entire Caribbean together.
I don't drink it.
Talk about music from all over.
Don't play with us.
This is what we're talking about, right?
Real mash up, on the road, the head, the job. Flag and waving it. Check.
When I say different music, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
DJ Shill, boy, look with him.
Shake your bum palam, let's go. Shake your bum palam, okay. Shake your bum palam, let's go. Shake your bum palam, Shake your bum palam, let's go. Shake your bum palam, okay. Shake your bum palam, let's go. Now take it how you want, girl, you bumps. Shake your bum palam, now fake in your best. Shake your bum palam.
Hey, shout out to all my Dominicans.
Shake your bum palam.
Shout out to all my Dominicans right now,
Shake your
man.
bum palam.
My goodness.
Shake your bum palam, let's go.
Hey, yeah.
Shake your bum palam.
Hey.
Shake your bum palam, let's go. Shake your bum palam. Shake your bum palam, let's go. Shake your bum palam, okay. Shake your bum palam, let's go.
Once again, welcome to the virtual band launch. Welcome to the virtual band launch for Shortmus Productions. Hey, pick up my brother Shortmus. I'm still waiting for him to check in, man, making sure everything is going good. Shortmus! Hey, Shortmus, when we hit that road this year, I can imagine that sun beating on our backs, yo. Can you imagine that sun and watching them beautiful costumes going down the road? Can you imagine that?
I don't know why every day I hide, but tomorrow I hide. I don't know why every day I hide. If you feel I lie, from the top of fly. I don't know why every day I hide, but tomorrow I hide. I don't know why. I like the ice antenna, like my voice like a cappella, like the trucks and the trailer, like the jam need a baila. Play mass like a sailor, face straight like a tailor. Always I like my.
Remember, you can find us on the Dynamite Sounds live stream page. You can find us on Chad Matthew on Facebook. You can find us at Dynamite Sounds on YouTube. Dynamite Sounds on Twitch.
From the top of fly.
We are getting ready for the virtual launch. We're gonna be showing you some beautiful costumes.
Where we
We're gonna have some people speaking and just getting you in that vibe, man.
and we
Getting you in that vibe for that second week in July.
where is the action over there? Where we going over there? Where we going over there? Where we going over there? And if the party over there?
We heading to Baltimore. Baltimore.
Where we going over there? Where we going
Over there, there.
Yeah. Hey.
Shortmus, I know you're feeling the vibe. Don't lie. I know you're feeling it. Don't lie.
Effective anywhere.
Dynamite Sounds, we gotta be on the trunk.
You understand?
Evolution is gonna be on the trunk.
The action over there. Where we going?
Run Tune is gonna be on the trunk.
Going over there. Where we going over there? And if the party over there.
I say we going over.
Where we going over there? Where we going over there? And if the session down there, where we going down there? Where we going down there? Where we going down there?
And if this session Baltimore, we going down there. We going down there.
Where we going down there?
I say we going down there. We ready to go down there, people. We ready to go. We are ready for Carnival 2023. I know Shortmus right now is excited to show these costumes. When I talk about a brother that's very passionate about Carnival, mass, costumes. Listen to people.
Vincent people, nobody know bad like Vincent people. No, nobody know bad like Vincent people. Watching them with time up on your vehicle. Them Vincent people. I say we mad and we hard. Mad and we bad all abroad. Some of the people them shouting oh God. When we go party we party in hard. Take off the shoe, put it up in the air. Tell the security that we no care. Help on the table, stand up and a cheer. Take out the matches and let them go flare. Lighters, bacon, lighters, bacon, nasty lighters, bacon, lighters, bacon.
I be said lighters.
Bacon, lighters, bacon, nasty lighters, bacon. Whoa, Vincent people. Nobody know bad like Vincent people. No, nobody know bad like Vincent people. Watching them with time up on your vehicle. Them Vincent people. Hey, everything that when we mash up the tongue. Be a blessing when we jump in.
We got about another 5 or 6 more minutes before we bring on Kenley.
Vincent me go and Vincent me from Canada.
And everybody affectionately know him as Shortmus.
Let me hand to turn up the fete is the only mission. North and the south and the east and the west. Fire and loot mash up the fete. Hyper 4,000 and
But Shortmus said, Viper, you know,
push it up in the fete. Royal and that's
you have to go on and play a few songs first before you know you just bring me on. You know what I mean?
Come on, she mash up the fete. Help on film, but we cannot forget.
So I want you to put them in that road spirit, right?
Child leaders, right?
So let me put you in the road spirit. Hold on.
Skinny fabulous, I come off for the jet when I mash up the fete.
Put you in that spirit to go on the road right
Piece
now.
of a wreck. How you know that Williams Vincent?
Let me put you in that road spirit right now, man.
Scary. Jesus Christ, mother walk.
Look at people.
Behavior. Yeah, we getting on bad, we up in your area. Yeah, when you see we coming, you know it's danger. Yeah, we better than you and all of your neighbor. And we no afraid nothing.
We no afraid, we no afraid, we no
afraid nothing. We no afraid, we no afraid, we no afraid nothing. And we no afraid, we no afraid, we no afraid nothing. We no afraid, we no afraid, we no afraid. I said nothing. Let me start. We dangerous, let me start.
I said we serious.
Somebody say mash up first. We serious, we devious. And everywhere we go we shout things. Wait, the party mash up, the party shall.
Pick up all my VIP people that's gonna be playing mass with Shortmus production. Hey, St. Thomas, we in there, we in there. We in there, don't worry, we in there.
Find anything, put it up.
Pick up all my Trinidadians playing mass.
We get it on bad.
Big up all my Bajans playing mass.
Jesus Christ, mother walk.
Look at people.
Behavior. Yeah, we get it on bad, we up in your area. Yeah, when you see me coming, you know it's danger. Yeah, we better than you and all of your neighbor. And we no afraid nothing.
We no afraid, we no afraid, we no afraid nothing. We no afraid, we no afraid, we no afraid nothing. Hey, Shortmus, I only got 6 more minutes to put them in that zone, you know. I only have 6 more minutes, right? So here's what we're gonna do. Like I said, I wanna give them a little taste of the road. A taste of the road. Taste, somebody say taste of the road. Taste of the road. I gotta give them a taste of the road, just a little piece, right? You can't give them the whole show yet. Just gotta get them a little vibe, so like, you know, they say, yes, that's the song. Oh yes, that, yeah. Every single song that you love, you're going to hear it today. You're gonna hear it on the road the 2nd week in July. When I say taste of the road, road.
Come up by the stage. 2-1 in the air.
Put him up, put him up, put him up.
2-1 in the air. Come up by the stage.
Put him up now.
2-1 in
Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air.
Watch it. I never come here for no stand up. I come to party with man up. Watch it. All soca people, put your 2-1 in the air.
Put him up.
2-1 in the air.
Put him up. Put him up. Put him up. Put him up.
Put your 2-1 in the air. Your 2-1 in the air.
Shortmus.
Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up.
We are going to mash up that road.
Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. Dynamite. Country machine.
Gotta start that over. Shortmus. Shortmus. We are going to mash up the road, Shortmus. Baltimore.
In the air.
I need your public works department to put them on standby for Sunday and Monday. Gonna have to repave the entire road. Get the tar. They're gonna have to repave everything when we're done with that road, Shortmus.
I come to party with man up. Watch it. All soca people, put your 2-1 in the air. Your 2-1 in the air. Put your 2-1 in the air. Your 2-1 in the air. Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, place. Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, place. Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, place. Yes. Hey, 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 hey. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Show me your hand.
Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Show me your hand. Show me. Show me.
I'm not going no small fret. Let me extend my apologies. Only big fret with big flag going overhead like canopy. Rag in me back pocket with a white vest, sneakers and wallabies. Knife tips and tight pants. I never really rate none of these. I come from brass festival and from customs and from flour mills. Was a fed, fire fed and licensing fed and them had a power pill. Everybody gunners and goofy bunchy, all you pushing power still. If it's me alone, leave me with power on a hill. I ain't come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up. So all soca people, put your 2-1 in the air. Your 2-1 in the air.
Shortmus, I got one more man, and then we're gonna bring the man of the hour himself on.
So no stand up.
So he can start introducing some of these beautiful costumes you guys are gonna be seeing today.
All soca people, put your 2-1 in the air. Your 2-1 in the air.
Look where we reach again. End up in a party in the streets again. Even though I never wanna cheat.
Oh my God, this is one of my favorite songs for this year, I swear.
I wanna jam on.
Look where we reach, hello. Hey, why we bringing sun up to the beach?
I cannot wait.
Just say the relation.
Second week in July, people.
That's your man, you is not my girl. Until we reach home. So you could jump up who you want and I go and I do I like it. And it's just to wine on everybody inside it.
Just like yourself.
Like yourself, like yourself. So you could jump up who you want and I go and I do I like it. And it's just to wine on everybody inside it. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party
You know I love to wine. So don't come and try to corrupt the vibe. Even if I wine down rude with the next man, you will have to get no shade.
the thing is up when we party.
So people, like I said to you,
From your plan at all.
we got the man of the hour himself.
To jump ready,
We
looking.
got the man of the hour himself.
So when you're ready, you can jump up who you want and I go and I do I like it. And if you're here to wine,
You see me, one thing about me, guess what? Like myself.
like yourself, like yourself. So you could jump up who you want and I go and I do I like it. And if you're here to wine on everybody inside it. Like yourself, like yourself, like yourself. Until the party done.
Why don't try to run the line?
And you don't try to stop me vibes, oh,
You do what you want, I do what I like.
you ain't have to get no shit. But when it comes to party, I is not your man.
And I know when we come to party, we don't have a plan.
You don't tell me why don't know I want you, why don't you like me? We doing me your shit. So when you're ready, you can talk to your want and I go and I do I like it. And if you're here to wine on it,
So this is the final one, man. Like yourself.
like yourself, like yourself. Until the party.
It's all right. Shortmus. I know you're ready. Shortmus.
What going on, partner? What going on?
All right, good. Let's get this thing started. So people, first and foremost, I'd like to introduce this brother. I've known him for a very, very, very long time. And when I say you know that they say some people have just a clean heart and a good spirit and a good attitude and a good mental vibe and just, thinks about, his culture forward and the culture of mass forward. This brother I'm talking about right here. I'd like to introduce you guys to Mr. Kenley Shortmus John. How you doing, sir?
Good greetings and blessings to everyone. Let me tell you folks, share the live, It's gonna be a movie today as we get ready to launch our 2023 Shortmus production costumes.
Right.
For mass. The carnival this year gonna be July 8th. We're back in our original space, Park Heights Avenue down to Jewel Park. And it's just gonna be a vibe. The route is actually 1.5 to almost 2 miles longer. So
Okay.
you have to come out and like yourself and pace yourself. And let me take this moment to thank you, Fabian, DJ Dynamite,
Yes,
for
sir.
being in the band corner over the years.
Always.
Yeah, you yourself a special human being, man. Just love and appreciation for you.
Yeah, man. So Shortmus, before we start to show some of the costumes, and like I said, I know we got some important people to introduce as well. And I see them backstage, and they look like ready to, they're ready to get on the main platform right now. But just for people who don't know like any history about Shortmus, how long have you been, like doing the mass thing and how long have you just been doing mass, and how long have you been in Baltimore doing mass, and like just give us a little short bit of the history. And people, if you guys are just getting on, share the live. You can share it any way you want. Share it to your social medias. Tag somebody who that loves mass and
Yeah, this will be our 24th year, give and take the break for COVID.
Okay.
And this is from 2000, starting in DC. And then into Baltimore. Now that Baltimore and DC is one Caribbean Carnival.
I like that.
Joint endeavor.
I like that.
What I want to say over the 24 years, I want to thank all my loyal masqueraders, all my loyal supporters. I've seen so many youths develop through this band and grow up to be very, very beautiful and responsible young adults.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things we can say, we have never lost any of our kids.
Nice.
They all have gone to college, through the mentorship and so on, And that's the motivation that keeps us doing what we're doing, We are known as one of the safest band on the road. We take care of our peoples, we cater for them. It's an all-inclusive band, pure mass band. And as we go along, I'm gonna make some announcements myself.
Okay.
To 2023.
So Shortmus, I know you have a couple of people here, like very important people as well, right? Like that's joining us today, right? That's kind of instrumental in the whole movement, the whole carnival movement, the whole, people that I've heard you talk a lot about, you know what I mean, over the years, right? So I mean, I know, we have to bring some of them forward now. Let me know who we're starting with first, sir.
Well, I have a gentleman, Mr. Lofton Sargent, who is the backbone of Caribbean cultural activities here in this DMV area. Sarge is also, we affectionately call him Sarge. He's the executive vice president of DC Carnival.
Okay.
Anything with Carnival,
That's
could
him.
bet that Sarge is in the back room.
He's involved. Okay.
Coordinating. And me and Sarge has a friendship almost 30 years over the years, Very, very close friendship. And I'm honored to have him on today. Sarge also is one of the Foundation Live band. He's the band leader of the Image Band.
Okay.
That has been playing consistently in this area for, I think he would correct me, but I would say 35 years minimum.
So Shortmus, I could bring him on now.
Yes.
All right. So let's Sarge, you can hear us clearly. Everything is good.
I'm hearing you live and clear.
All right. Good. So Shortmus was giving us a little bit of about your your background. So he said that you're currently the executive director of the DC. What is it now? DC One.
Well, actually, you know,
Cur-
the DC part of the Washington DC collaboration, we are the DC Caribbean Carnival Inc.
Got you.
I'm the executive director, so I continue that role with the merger of both organizations. So, as Shortmus alluded to, we go way back before Shortmus started doing mass.
Oh,
know,
really? Okay.
You know, if you talk about a cultural ambassador, you have to point to Shortmus because you know he dabbled into the Calypso arena.
Of course.
The Calypso name, but I know.
Shortmus, I have the songs.
I tell you.
So even back then, and then his first time dabbling into the mass production, again, I was the executive director back then. And Shortmus, the first year, and it shows you how growth and development and persistence can actually work in your favor, you know, in terms of not giving up. Because the first time Shortmus came out, you know, we thought it was a big joke. We didn't know he was really serious about bringing mass, you know. But we encouraged him, and he had a lot of mentors like the old mass man like Jackie and associates and some of these guys who continue to push him. And now Shortmus is one of our premier band leaders in the DMV. You know, we look to him for some of the best costumes, or if you want to participate in different workshops and stuff, Shortmus' name is always included. So I must say kudos to job well done, Shortmus.
Job well
done, Shortmus, for real. So Shortmus. So let me just get a little information as far as this is the first year of the merger between DC and Baltimore, or it's been done before. Like,
well, you want me? Let me kind of piggyback on that, Shortmus.
Yeah, you go ahead, sir.
We've been doing this year would be the well, actually, if you count 2012, so it would be actually 12 years.
Wow. Okay.
Right? Yeah, since we did the merger. Yeah, but the overall carnival in the Baltimore area is 42 years. This is going to be 42 years.
Wow.
So we are celebrating 42 years of Caribbean culture on the road in Baltimore, and we have a whole weekend of activities starting on the Friday the 7th. We are bringing new to the carnival arena for us. We have in what we call a juve. We call it a runaway juve. You run away from work, and we juve. we juve from Friday afternoon into Friday night.
I like it. I like that.
Runaway
I
juve.
like that. Good. When is that? When is that?
Friday the 7th.
That's the 7th. Okay, so that starts everything.
Yes, and that's going to be our festival. We call it the Bowl at Druid Hill Park. That's the festival site, and that kind of kicks off.
What time is that start? Because I need to leave. I need to make sure I leave New York early.
Well, that's what we call it. Run away. You run away.
Yes.
And it starts at 2 p.m.
Okay. Good.
And it goes until 9 p.m.
Okay.
Now,
no
that's
work for
Friday.
me. No work for me Friday.
No give you enough time to cool down, get a little rest, put on. Let Shortmus. I know Shortmus gonna be at the mass camp.
Of course.
Getting everything organized. Come Saturday the 8th, we're ready for the road, right? So,
absolutely.
And the parades on Saturday the 8th, as Shortmus again alluded to, we are back to the Park Heights community, which is the original, like they're coming back home for the carnival. So
it's a shorter trip for us than Shortmus. We don't have to go. No, we don't have to go too far.
Yeah,
right up this
4 minutes from New York.
Perfect.
Right. So the carnival starts at 12 noon on Saturday the 8th of July. All right. And again, we assemble at the 5400 block of Park Heights Avenue. The famous Blue Caribbean, which is a landmark Caribbean establishment. That's the general area where we'll be assembling, right? And then, again, the parade route goes all the way through the Park Heights community and culminates at Druid Hill Park, which is twice as long a route as what we normally have. So we have
more time on the road.
More time on the road.
I love it. I love it.
I must mention it. Pace yourself.
Yes. Yes, you guys got to understand. You have to pace yourself this year, right?
Yeah, we have a nice route, but we want it to be a safe event as we normally have. So the city of Baltimore is very much involved with the planning in terms of security and ensuring that everything runs smoothly. So we ask the general public to make sure you come out on time and ensure that get your parking spaces and parking arrangement. Many times folks will park at the ending and then kind of carpool to the
Make their
beginning,
way to
right?
the beginning. Yes, yes, yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes.
So that type of arrangement. Make sure that you work together and ensure that everyone is on board, because, like I said, it's not a short road; it's longer. So even if you try to walk, get early, get there early so you could make it on time to start and finish, right? And
Nice, nice.
then, as you know, after the parade on the 8th, the activities continue at the festival site, which is in the
Yep.
park at the bowl, and we go until 10 p.m. We are right now locking down some of the top local and international entertainment for that event. And
Perfect.
then on Sunday the 9th,
Easy
we
flavor.
call it the cool down. It's more like the family day. From 12 noon to 9 p.m. We have activities with performances. We have
And
our
where is that going to be?
location. All of the
Same, same.
activities at Druid Hill Park at the bowl.
Gotcha. Perfect, perfect. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that information, man. So people, once again, give them the dates again. It's the second weekend in July, right?
Weekend, the day 7, 8, and 9. For
7, 8,
all of the information, including the band information and Shortmus and some of the other bands, go to Baltimore DC1 Carnival.com. All
Baltimore,
of the
DC.
information is there. DC, well, actually, it's Baltimore first. Baltimore DC1 Carnival.com.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
So yeah, this is absolutely great information. So Sharpmas, I know you have some other dignitaries here as well with us, right? So let me thank you so much. Sarge, we're gonna take Sarge off the screen for a second. Sharpmas, I know you have some other dignitaries here with us, right? Because we was talking with them a little earlier, and so who are we introducing next?
Well, who we have is someone who is doing a yeoman's job across the border up in Canada. Miss Suzette Weeks. Suzette is also instrumental in expanding the Shortmus brand to Canada. Wherein last year we were able to send costumes to Halifax, Canada.
Let me bring her on. So you
A
can
very ardent
you
supporter.
continue talking. I'll bring her on. You continue talking.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
a very ardent supporter of myself, personally, and the band. So I'm honored again to have Suzette on this evening, and I'm going to leave you and Suzette to chit chat.
All right. So Suzette, I mean, for those of us in a lot of us here in New York, we don't know Canada so well, right? So where is Ottawa? Like, what is Ottawa kind of? Where's the situation? Is it because we always hear about Toronto? We hear about Toronto or Montreal. Like those are
Montreal,
yeah,
that's right.
right.
That's right.
So right, and I've been to Montreal before, and I know that there's a big Vincy scene in Montreal, right? Like the times that I've been, like a big Vincy presence, right? So where what is your areas that you cover, and like what is the scene there like? What is the vibe there like?
Well, let me first of all say it is great to be here. Greetings from my fellow Vincentians here in Ottawa, from the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Ottawa Association, and our community partner, who is also sharing this live here. Um, sh- Vin Abbott out of Toronto from Concordia Radio. Vin, thank you so much again for always rallying around us and supporting culture. Back to you, Dynamite. I think I hinted to you earlier when we just met. Hey, Ottawa, the best city
The
in the
best.
world.
She said she's very proud of it. You see that, right? I know Cheryl is gonna have something different to say. I have a feeling.
I like to stir up good trouble. So Ottawa is actually, for those who don't know, it's the capital of Canada. It's a as yeah, it's a city that is it's very what should I the flavor is not as big as Toronto and Montreal, but we do have a diverse community here, and culture itself is very alive in the city of Ottawa. You said it's a place that you dynamite. You should just come over the border, savor the flavor here. After all, we have the longest skating rink, one of the biggest tourism attraction here in Ottawa. I don't know if you heard about it. Is the Rideau Canal. And the Rideau Canals will bring people together during the winter. So we always tell immigrants who are here, don't hibernate in the winter. Get out, go walk in the canal, and here. After all, soak up home away from home. So that is sort of Ottawa in a that. It's not too far from Montreal. It's just 2.5 hours. So very much we can just in and out. And to Toronto, it's about 4.5, 5 hours there. And I'm sure somewhere along where you hear Ottawa, if you hear Toronto, if you hear Montreal, you should know by now the Vincy Popular Unity Picnic. It's a collaboration of the three cities. So we sort of bring that vibrance and that culture infused into Ontario. But we're not here not much to talk so much about Ottawa. We are here actually to talk about our collaboration, a man who I myself dub as a cultural ambassador of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Shortmus production. I know Shortmus way back in St. Vincent and the Grenadines growing up, so I would see Shortmus as family. And Shortmus sort of hinted of that collaboration for our very first time and given some of our job objectives of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Association of Ottawa, we to preserve our culture here in Canada. And what better place when we think better person when you're thinking about mass, the rhythm, the beats of Carnival, what are the best person if you're going across the border will have to be Shortmus. And
Absolutely.
Shortmus was there. We saw the forge that relationship for the very first time with our partner out in Halifax. So people don't know, Halifax is also one of those cities whose culture there is alive. And with our partner, there's Solely Productions Inc. For the very first time, we stage Destination St. Vincent and the Grenadines Carnival Edition in Halifax. And we were showcasing our culture. And then there's where Sharpness came in here and provided us with his costume from last year, I think, and helped me with the pronunciation. I hope I'm not butchering our Eurome segment there in Halifax. And to be honest, it was an infectious piece where it went down well into the city of Halifax. We just filled the big road there with that kaleidoscope of our very own creative, which I'm very proud too much to call, and a friend, a brother, and for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a partner, our cultural partner out in Baltimore. So to be here at this launch, it is indeed an honor and a reverence. When you do see this launch, I know without any doubt you will not be disappointed. And I'm so sure I'm sure it's in the launching that sold out piece is going to be gone. And for the patrons with me, please make sure you go out and soak it all up. After all, Caribbean Carnival is one of the sites that it is a must. It's that kaleidoscope hitting the street, as they say, wave like you never wave, jump like you never wave, diluted with some sweetness in it there.
Love
So
it.
that is it's great and it's an honor here to really be here to rally around with Shortmus. And Vin and myself is from Canada here, happy to be here in support of our very own Vincentian here and to rally and stand in his corner to support him and say, Shortmus, we are proud of you.
I
Keep
love
the
that.
flag waving in Baltimore.
Sharpness. You see how you hear in her voice how much she love you. She love you a lot. Like you hear
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
her voice. Right.
Love is mutual.
I
But
love
I
it.
want to add something else before Suzette go, right? It
Mhm.
would be, I would say, rude of me, and I miss not to mention another collaborator on the Canadian side. She was scheduled to be on today representing Vincy Lime, but some issues came up, personal issues, And this is Rachel Grelmo, along with her team, Colin and his wife, who was the Saturday night program. They are also, I would say, another strong, ardent supporter. As a matter of fact, I see the live jumping on Rachel page over there. So even if she's not here today with us, I want to also thank Rachel and her team over there. Big up Rhonda, see Rhonda on the live, and Suzette. You know, let's continue the collaboration. The love can't change, you know, but thank you very much for your support.
Anytime. That's what we do. We have to support each other. We keep that flame going in the name of love, in the name of country, in the name of culture. Ubuntu.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Suzette. Thank you so much for that, Suzette. All right. So now I know you still have Shortmus. I know you still have another very VIP, I should say, much closer to home. Well,
Yeah.
closer to my home. With us. So I'm gonna let you introduce that VIP.
Yes, coming up next we have my baby sister, Sherilyn Mason Harewood. Sherilyn is one of the major community leaders here in the US diaspora, and is very much has been endorsed by most of us as our young leader, our new leader. She hasn't disappointed us, and I will let her, because I could talk about her resume all day, you know. I have known Sherilyn from childhood also, her parents, family. So again, it's another family, right? Sherilyn is now, I have appointed her as the person to continue bringing the New Yorkers into Baltimore Carnival. And last year, she just came with her team, and oh my God, it was a different environment. Everything was just so smooth. So Sherilyn, over to you and Fabian.
So Shortmus, what are you saying? She bringing a team of people down to Baltimore. So I don't have to drive then. I could just take a ride in her bus or however she get it all.
Listen, Sherilyn came in. Rachel and them came from Canada and surprised me. That's the Vinci Lime crew. And Sherilyn and them came in and just took, I mean, whatever weight was on my shoulder, one of the smoothest carnival operational wise.
Nice.
Took over the mass camp, and it became a better mass camp because of their presence.
All right. So without further ado, we have Cheryl Ann Mason. Cheryl Ann, welcome. So just give us a little, give us a little.
Thank you, Fabian. Thank you, Shortmus. I just want to set the record straight. My girlfriend Suzette talked about Ottawa, but I just want to, make it straight. I'm from Brooklyn, which is the biggest, baddest Vincentian diaspora in North America. So that record straight.
Okay.
I am chair of the SVG Diaspora Committee of New York. One of the things that we promote is our culture. We really focus on culture and sports and really supporting anything Vincentian and helping to strengthen the capacity of those who are doing or supporting anything Vincentian. And so I'm personally proud of Shortmus. As he said, we go way back. He is a friend of my brother, friend of my husband. And he's always had my back, and I have promised to support him the best way I can. So last year I had the opportunity to come to Baltimore for the first time for Carnival, and it was an absolutely amazing experience. And so we plan to be back this year. We plan to bring a bigger contingent back into Baltimore. And as he said, we're going to be there to help to make sure that it's the best band on the ground. So from organizing in the tent to make sure everybody has everything that they need, to being on the road, making sure everything is legit with the experience, we're there to support him 100%.
Love it. I love it. So what time is the bus leaving? Because I don't feel the drive this year. So I just need to know what time the bus is leaving, because we have some costumes we're coming with too, but that's another story for another day. What time is the bus leaving, and is it going to get there before that 2:00 party that Sarge was talking about? Because I want to catch that too.
Well, Fabian, it seems as though we have to go back to the drawing board with that one. So I'll keep you posted with that. We'll definitely feed you with the information because
All right.
it really sounds like we have to be in Baltimore by 1 p.m.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
So,
You relax after the drive and let's get everything going,
and
right?
head to the Juve. Yes.
All
So
right.
we'll keep you posted on that one.
All right, good. So you say you know Shortmus a lot. How long have you known Short? Because let me tell you something. One thing I'm going to always say about Shortmus, right? And a few people have said it already. He is a cultural ambassador, right? He is a Vincentian ambassador, right? And an overall cultural ambassador. And he just oozes Saint Vincent. I've never seen. I know people that some people. Oh, I'm a proud Jamaican. I'm a proud Virgin Island. This is probably one of the proudest people of where they come from that I personally know. Right? Everything he spits it out. Vinci, and how to make Vinci better, and how to make right. How long have you known Shortmus? I call him Shortmus. People might call him Kenley, but who really know him call him Shortmus. How long have you known Shortmus?
So let's say I'm 6 feet tall, and I've known Shortmus since I was about 4 feet tall. It was a long time. Shortmus, has always been involved in the cultural and sporting arena in St. Vincent. So he was captain of the youth team for cricket in St. Vincent. He was involved with Belfongo, which was a drumming group back in his local community. And so he's always been somebody that, you saw involved in the scouting movement. I mean, everywhere there was something happening community, Shortmus was sure to be there. So it is no surprise that he has brought that with him to North America. And he has really been doing a phenomenal job, really pushing everything Vincentian. So whether that was forming one of the premier Vincentian organizations out here in New York, Vinci Cares, which supports children with scholarships now, but certainly with school supplies. It's been several years now. And I remember probably it was Shortmus or somebody that got me to be a speaker at their event several years ago. I'm a very shy person by nature. And since that engagement, I have not stopped talking because of this man. Every time I try to hide, he finds me in any nook and cranny. He's like, you got to be there, you got to be supporting. And that's just the nature of the man. He wants to pull out the best in people that are around him to ensure that we are supporting St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the best way possible. He always talks about the 3 diamonds on the flag that we have to represent and represent it well. And so I'm just happy to function in his shadow, so he's a mentor to me. He's someone who I wish I could hide from, because every time Shortmus calls you, it's a new project that we're working on. So, it's all good though. As Suzette had said earlier, we're always getting into good trouble. So all good.
Absolutely. Shortmus, anything else you want to add before we start?
While we have this moment, let's send out special thanks to the masqueraders. Without them, this is not possible, with their constant and consistent support. And as Cheryl alluded to, I try to do the best. I am a stickler for quality. And Sarge mentioned it. From 15 people on the road in grass skirt and Hawaiian thing around the neck. That was the first year. Second year, no seamstress, no machine, cut up a bolt of military cloth in triangle. Because the representation is always more than the portrayal. Now we got a chance to represent, and now, as Sad said, you could see the portrayal, the quality. And this is why we're here today again, to release quality mass. Because we are all Caribbean ambassadors from different spaces, different islands. But at the end of the day, we are one Caribbean people. And I take it serious, and I try to represent at the highest level. So big up to my masqueraders. You've been waiting a long time. Let me big up the crew. Eric, generic song, who has been with me forever. Let me big up Fabian again. He didn't only come by himself. He brought a team, Evolution song. And now we are the band that everybody wanna be. We have a good team on the road. We like I say, Sarge didn't mention that this carnival is one of the safest carnivals in the world. As much as the media tries to portray Baltimore in this negative light, right behind me is a plaque that's a mother who I don't know. The day after Carnival wrote a letter to me and dropped it on my front porch. Our son, because we lost a lot of our boys here in Baltimore, came home and said to her that he could not believe that so many people of color came together and nobody died. That touched me, and I framed it. And I did track her down, and I found her. But that's how much this carnival means to the communities. All right, so that's basically.
Yeah, and when I see your mask, it's really like a little family. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a family of people that like go up for years and years together, and like okay, like you've seen them grow from
Mhm.
playing kiddies to now playing adults. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
like the vibe there. I try to give 100% for your mask anytime I come down there. You know what I mean? So I love the vibe there. But when I say that there's a vibe there, people have to be there. Like Cheryl said, when she came there, it was her first time there, and it's you get you get that what it's supposed to like, kind of how it's supposed to be, right? I don't know how to explain it any better than that, but it's like you get an actual nice family. Like you want to be there, you want to give your all and just make it be great. So that's
Yeah,
my experience when I'm
yeah.
there.
Let me big up Miss Judy and her daughter Stacy. Before the season even start, I got like 7 comments saying, please bring back the caterer, the food. So people now looking forward to the food too, for the band. And we'll continue going and building together.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So Shortmus, we have some costumes. I'm gonna start, taking some people off the screen. Matter of fact, I don't know. Let's see if you guys want to stay on the screen as we show some of the costumes. Right. All right. So we're gonna start with turn up this music a little bit. Let's get. I'm ready to get in this vibe now. Right. So we're gonna start with this first section. Right. And explain first of all, explain the concept of the whole overall band for this year,
Okay.
and then we're gonna start with the first costume.
Out of last year, and you just mentioned it, the love that is within the band. It's an inspiration. I always reach out to God for the inspiration. And I got the vision. But the vision said love. I'm like, nah, Father, love ain't gonna cut it, We need something sexy, something more intimate. And then I got it. Well, so the theme is romanticism.
Romanticism. I love it. Okay.
Yes, the Shortmus
Romanticism.
production presents romanticism for Baltimore, Washington One Carnival this year. And
Romanticism.
then yes, and now the team, the mass will speak for itself as we describe them as we go along.
All right. So our first section, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is Blue Lagoon, right?
So explain to us what we're seeing now. Explain to us what we're seeing
Right.
now.
This is a backline with headband, Blue Lagoon. Anybody, if you're romantic, you know what a lagoon is. You could go down to the seaside and you could experience a romantic moment at the Blue Lagoon. Look at the sun go down. So that is the concept behind Blue Lagoon. It's
And what
blue.
we're seeing
Yeah.
now is the backline.
Yeah, this is the backline with headband.
Okay.
Right? There's a backline with headpiece.
That would be
And
this.
there you go. Backline with headpiece.
Okay.
Right? And again, I'm a stickler for detail. As you can see, I evolve with my masqueraders. And now the masqueraders not only want to go in the parade, they want the moments for the internet shots and the social media pictures
Oh,
and
yes.
everything. So that's one of the things that I do. I evolve with them. This is the midline in the Blue Lagoon section.
All right. So the major difference between those two is you have a like a little
Yes,
collar.
what we call a collar. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So
Again,
you got to instruct me on what the things mean, right? Because all I see is beautiful colors, and I need to know, like, backline and colors
right.
and backpack
Again, yeah.
right.
Again, Fabian,
Mhm.
in the evolution, the masqueraders are asking for lighter costumes,
Got you.
so they could play themselves.
Especially on a longer road, you might need a,
Oh,
a
there
nice,
you go.
right?
So
Yeah.
I can honestly tell you that the average weight of even as big as this one is under 2 pounds.
Mm.
Under 2 pounds. Because you use lightweight wire and feathers already light, and the masqueraders can just relax and go down the road and play themselves,
Nice. So now this next one that we're looking at right here, what is this?
All right. So this
It's
is
the
the
same blue
front
lagoon,
line.
but it's the front line.
Yes. And this is the front line has now become the most demanded costume in the band. Because as
Gotcha.
I say, as the youths them mature, develop, graduate, they're working now, and this again fits in to the image.
Got you.
Yes. And this now
Ooh.
is this is what we call a super front line. Right? This is limited, right? They already start bombarding, but this is limited to I don't think I'll ever do more than 10 per section.
Got you. It's
Yeah,
beautiful,
so-
though. I love it. So that's the first section. And once again, we're gonna run through the pictures real quick. This is the first section. It's called Blue Lagoon. This is the back line, right? This is the back line headpiece. This is the midline, and this is the front line, and this is the super front line, right? This is the big one. And he said he's not doing more than 10, right? So people, make sure you check it out early if you're trying to get that beautiful Blue Lagoon costume, right? So the next one now, Shortmus, the next one, right? Explain the concept behind Sunset Passion, right? The next one is Sunset Passion, right? So
yeah.
yes, we know that that's red because it says sunset. Or is it red or orange? What is the
It's red and orange.
red and orange?
Yeah, with a splash of gold.
Hence
in
the
between.
sunset, like the sun setting, right?
Right. Again, so another romantic moment under the
Got-
sunset. And you could take it to a moment of passion also because you're dealing with a significant other.
I like that sunset passion. I love it.
Yes, sunset passion.
And once again, people, we're talking with Shortmus from Shortmus Production. We're talking about his offering for this year. It's called Romanticism by Shortmus Production. And right now, you guys are looking at the backline. This is the backline, right, with the headpiece.
Yes, with headband.
With the headband. Sorry, the headbands. Yeah. So you gotta, sort me out. So this is the backline with the headband. And so this one, right, similar to how we showed the other one before. That's
the midline.
It's the midline. So the midline, what separates that is that they have the collar, right?
Yes.
Collar piece. And I see the splashes of orange and red in there as well.
And this is the front line.
I like this. This is really nice. The colors are really nice. And again, we get to the showstopper next.
That's the super front line.
This is gonna look so nice going down the road in a Shortmus.
It's gonna be
It's gonna look nice going down the road. It's gonna look very nice.
you and Easy did a good job hiding these pictures from me. I'm actually in awe. Yeah, because when he sent me the Dropbox, I sent it straight to you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sent me that little video slide, I was like, whoa. Who made those?
It came out very nice, man. It came out very
And
nice.
let me say something about the two models that you just saw. This is Amiko. Amiko started in the band in her teens, mid-teens, and we had another youth named Rashawn who used to do the makeup for the band. And Amiko started to, because the numbers are too big for one person to make up Saturday morning.
Right.
And Amiko started to do makeup for the band. And as we speak today, Amiko has her own makeup and nails business. So that's another one I'm so proud of. So Amiko, if you're looking, big up yourself. Uncle Sharp must love you. You know?
So our next section, right?
Mm-hmm.
Explain that. Can you explain the concept behind that? The next section is called Twilight Melodies.
Yeah, this section, freeze it. This section has some emotional attachment to it from me. Right? This is Twilight Melodies. I choose the term even though the program was drifting and dreaming. But it's a tribute to one of St. Vincent's most outstanding matriarch queen. Her name is Nina Maloney. So I decided that I must. Nina is a radio personality and made our parents and grandparents happy because her focus was on soft tunes, jazz, classical music, and she would come on in the evening. And your mom's they cooking, your father they just chilling, and everybody listens to Nina Maloney. May she rest in peace. She passed away in 2001. I will add a more comprehensive feature on the website of Nina's bio. See, Cheryl, I'm not up in there getting all sad. That's how much she means to us. So this section is tributing Mrs. Maloney. And her family has given me permission to do it. And when they saw the costumes, they are very comfortable and happy with it.
And so what are we looking at? What we're looking at the midline right now, right? Because I
Yes,
noticed
this is the midline. Yes.
Same color you said, all right? So this is the midline we're looking at.
Uh-huh.
And the next one, this would be the front line.
That's the front line, yes.
A lot more feathers and stuff, right? And again, of course, you need a super front line as well.
There you go. That's the super front line. And this model name is
how many of these are you doing? Because I know you said you were doing 10 of the last one.
It might freeze at 10 each.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 each per section.
So people, once again, it is Shortmus production. Shortmus production.
Yeah.
The website.
Yeah, what you see in here, Fabian, is the end of the vision for young mass people. Is not only designing a costume, you have to see the vision of your band on the road. Then you go into the rainbow and pull your colors, and because I have to see the band Carnival Saturday as I'm designing for the impact, which is part of judging. And now you see the three sections together. You could see the impact this is going to create going down the road. Right?
I love it. It's really nice, Shortmus. It's really, really nice. And like I said, we know you got a lot of passion. You put a lot of passion behind these costumes and what you do. So we are looking forward. Once again, if you guys are trying to get in touch with Shortmus, you're trying to make sure you get one of those super front lines early. The way to reach him, the information is right there. If you guys are trying to reach him, that number is 202-549-4255. 4142. The number once again is 202 549 4142. All right. So I'm gonna type
Yeah.
it in. I'm gonna type it in the chat as well. Right. Let me type it in the chat. So, those of you who in the chat could, so people lazy sometimes. They just want to click a link and go to, go to the number. Right. So I'm just gonna type in the number here for just future reference for people. And if you guys get a chance, we need you to go over. Just give him a call, ask him some information about it, and of course, definitely want to say thank you again to everybody that was on the live today. The live is going to be up for a while for everybody to see. Matter of fact, it's going to be up forever, right? Till the end of time, hopefully. So thank you, Suzette. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Sarge, and everybody else who logged in today to kind of share your vision and where we're trying to go with Carnival. So we're gonna show a short video, and then we're gonna let Shortmus come back with his last words, right?
Great.
All
Look
right.
at people by the truck, by the truck. Look at people by the truck, people by the truck,
People by the truck.
by the truck, by the truck. Look at people by the truck, people by the truck.
People by the truck.
I've been patient and I've been waiting for Monday and Tuesday, 'cause I can get over it. You left and never say goodbye. Those tears I cry now, I can get over it.
Ready, so don't you
Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that was on the live today. Shout out to China. Shout out to Tasha. Shout out to Rachel, Pamela. A lot of people. Precious, Sharon. A lot of people was checking in today, and we know a lot of people are going to be looking at it back. Looking at the costume, freezing it, and trying to look at the costume good. You guys don't have to do that. You can go directly to the website www.shortmusproductions.com. Shortmus, any final words for everybody?
Yes. For those who haven't seen, we have 3 sections missing. Right? Our kids, the men, and I've been listening to my more mature folks. We have a mature section, fabric section, that will be released soon. That is to give people the option who doesn't want to wear fancy masks. So those are coming. The kids are finished, but I am not happy.
Okay.
I'm beating up on myself, so I need to make some adjustment to the kids. Right? But so the kids, don't worry. My parents, your kids' costumes will be coming soon.
And don't forget, we have some other sections as well, right?
Right. Well, yeah. Let me touch on that now, right?
Yes.
This year, something phenomenal is happening. Fabian and his team is bringing a mass section from New York to join us. There's another team in Philly that's bringing another mass section to join us. And the folks out of Delaware is bringing, I would say, a Monday mass type section to join us. The Vinci Lime crew, Rachel tried to scare me. I think she's saying it's like 50 or more of them coming in. So it's going to be a phenomenal year. Right? I have a good team in the mass camp, and I have to open it up most likely to more people. And as you see the details and the quality of mass that's coming out here. I want to reach out to my folks. Please, please, please register early.
Yep.
Folks have already been registering, and the band just launching tonight. Right, the website is being launched simultaneously as this is happening. Everything is on the website because the way things are looking, I may have to close out this band in May. We don't take late registration. Too much of a problem. So to the listening public, all my masqueraders, I have, as you know, payment plans. Lock in your spot. Lock in your spot. Even
So
if the registration form say 50% deposit, we allow payment plans based on your needs. Right? So lock in your spot early and so on, and we'll be fine. Remember again, Sarge didn't say it, but you know we West Indian, we bacchanalists. We will have libations on the road. See, I using the word libations, right? But also remember, the spirit in what remember that it's illegal in these here United States of America to drink in public with open containers. Right? We are very serious with the way the ban is marshaled. We have never had any problems in this ban. Everybody listens to the leaders of the band on the truck, and we have a good thing. One of the things that I listen again, we implement in this is what we call section rotation. So your section wouldn't get stuck in the back. Fabian, myself, when we make the call, I will choreograph a move to move sections up and back. So everybody will have an equal moment behind the speakers. But I know our song system last year covered almost 3 blocks, which is big figure. That's huge. So when you join Shortmus production, is an experience in totality. All right. So, Fabian, thank you again, man. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. So once again, people, it's shortmusproductions.com. Thank you so much, everybody, for logging in. And do remember, you can always share the live at any time. You can always share the video at any time. Share it to a friend, tell a friend. Make sure you check out, once again, shortmusproductions.com. All the costumes should be up there, I think, by the end of the week at least, right? So make sure you register early. And we're going to see you guys on the road, July 7th to the 9th, right? That's what it is. So thanks again, everybody. And we out of here.
Bless up.